we forgive Billy Porter for kissing the hand because of this Nicki Minaj clip, because that is really such a feeling, and that's really on all of them, all the conservatives and all. Like, fuck them, okay? Like, when I saw that clip, I like physically felt close to Billy.
This is Shana
and Kris.
And we are Bad Queers. If you came out of the closet and got put in a box of stereotypes you don't belong to, then welcome to the Bad Queers Club.
All right, y'all. We got a quick one for you this week, because I promise you next week, we got a long one for you.
It's a long one.
It's a long one, but a very good one. We told y'all we're going to do this header review. We have a surprise header review.
Yes.
With our friends from the Strap Down. So very excited for next week's episode. So good. So in depth. So, very, very good.
If y'all wanted the book report, this is the book report you've always wanted to read and or write.
Yeah.
You know, we showed up to our group project and showed out
ready.
The ways that we needed to.
We really did. Yeah. I was very proud of all of us. The episode will be best viewed visually. So Patreon, y'all know y'all get it early, but YouTube and also Spotify to watch it. But of course, the audio version is just as fun, but we do have some graphics for it. So anyways, a little teaser for next week, and just letting y'all know this is going to be a fast one. This is a fast and furious episode. So this week in Queer Urban Dictionary, I have femboy. I don't know if you've seen it, but femboy has been
trending.
There we go. There's a word.
Like between femboy and T-boy. Like that's what's
that is. It is coming
Let's
soon with that
one.
For
the boys. Like
yes,
that's what they're doing this year.
Funny. Yeah. So femboy is a term for a male, often young cisgender person who expresses himself through traditionally feminine clothing, behaviors, or aesthetics, such as wearing makeup or skirts. However, when this term was originally used in the 1990s, it was just cis boys expressing femininity, femboy, but it's evolved into a broader self-identified label that can include cis, trans, or non-binary people, often associated with a femme aesthetic, but defined most importantly by how someone chooses to identify. So this has also expanded in meaning. It's having a little renaissance. Like Sapphic had a great year last year or the year before, but I feel like we're in the rise of femboy. I've seen femboy so many times the last few weeks. And I was like, who is that on what's that prediction thing? Kalishi or whatever it is. I was like, somebody has that. They're like making it trend on purpose just to make some money.
Yeah, because why not?
Why not?
These are hard times out here.
Yeah. What you got?
All right, my Queer Urban Dictionary word of the week is beer bi. Beer bi. It is basically another way to say that you're only bisexual when you're under the influence of alcohol. It's a beer bi. So my sentence, it's setting the scene that we're out at the club, talking to my friends, and I was like, now that she's had shots of tequila, her beer bi glasses are on, and she's scouting the room. Okay. Beer bi.
So it doesn't have to be specific to beer, because I was like, beer, you got to be careful with that. It's a lot of hops, a lot of, there's things happening after a while. You got to be careful with that.
Especially in the tum-tum.
That's what I
especially in the tum-tum.
It could seem all right at first, but it can very quickly too. That's there is a such thing as beer shits. Some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. So be careful. Yes. Beer buying out there.
With who you're beer buying.
Yeah. No, be careful.
All right. Well, since this is a quick episode, we will only be doing our category is. We won't be doing our advice segment. But you can still send us your advice and ask the questions and do all that. We'll remind you that before we switch to Bad Queer Opinions. So we're going to go ahead and praise, pray, tell. Our first category is the Grammys. We got to talk about the Grammys and all that happened because the internet, and well, I'm not even going to blame this on the internet. I'm going to blame this on the media that covers the Grammys, where they said that this Grammys was like a rainbow takeover. And I said, that's a bit dramatic.
Yeah.
Please relax.
That's kind of all the Grammys.
I was like, I'm sorry. Just because Durand's beautiful personality was all over the Grammys does not mean it was a rainbow takeover. Okay, it was a Durand takeover, and it was deserved.
Yeah. I was
all
so
this
happy
buzz.
to see him win like that. Instant gift, by the way, but beautiful speech. Congrats to Durand Bernarr for Best Progressive R&B Album for Bloom, and dedicating his
Yes.
award to Butch Queens, which is,
Okay.
you know, I love him. I'm glad again, other people are being exposed. My wife has heard a song from him, but she was like, I gotta make sure I actually listen to his album. I was like, you're behind,
for
but thank
real.
you. Come on in.
Come on.
Come on
Welcome.
in.
I hope those album sales shot through the roof
You know they
after
did.
this, because all of Durand's former songs are iconic. Like Bloom album is fantastic and great, and we love it. But all of the tracks that he has before this,
Yeah.
immaculate, impeccable.
Been grinding for a long time. So well deserved. And such a talent.
Yes.
Like an actual talent, you know.
Yes.
So.
And like for the people, because to see him and Kehlani, because Kehlani won Best R&B Performance and Song for Folded. Did I say Folded? Folded. Didn't sound like I pronounced it correctly.
It sounded right to me. But
Folded.
it's good.
Thank you. I'm glad.
Know, just
Thank
to make
you.
sure. Yeah.
Just had to
It's
to make
important.
sure the people knew that she won for Folded. Okay. And afterwards, behind backstage, when they got to go and do their post interview of them winning, to have Durand and Kehlani just run up to each other screaming, hooting, and hollering. I was like, the cousins are in town. We love to see this. And I love seeing artists love to see other artists win.
Yeah.
That's what brings me the most joy.
Yeah. It's great. I mean, we called it a couple months back, but Kehlani and Folded deserve the things. And so glad she picked up a Grammy for this. This was her first #1 as well. So what a hell of a year for Kehlani.
Like, good for her. And she took the moment on stage. Not surprising, because she is one of the few artists who stands 10 toes down. Like, she did not stop with Palestine. She made sure to say, fuck ICE, clear, clean, under control, and to hold the other artists accountable to make sure that they use their platforms to be able to speak out as well. So shout out to her for consistently standing 10 toes down on the issues that matter and using her platform to address them.
Yeah. I hate that these two awards are on that pre-show. I know it's like a thing now that they're showing it. It's like, you know, streaming on YouTube, but like some of these categories, y'all need to make sure it makes the big show. Okay. I want to see some of them, but it's kind of hard because it's already long as fuck. Like, it's long.
It's like they would have to cut
the Grammys is
Trevor
long.
Noah's stuff, and they're
Which
not going to
they should
cut
have,
that.
honestly. They should have some of it. I mean, he's not coming back, but you know, what'd you think of him this year? Like, I think this is the 6th year in a row he's hosted it, and he's had better years. But I mean, the jokes are funny. I like that he was edgy, but some of his stuff, I was like, all right, they could cut this a little bit more. Like, let's get to
there was more narrative this year. It felt like more added things. He was like, oh, I have permission to do stuff and bring that out. Like, I did like his bit with Bad Bunny. I thought that was funny because it was like, that's actually something I did not know, was that like Bad Bunny can't perform.
Contractually.
Like, oh,
yeah.
that makes sense. And I stopped and I thought about each time Beyonce could have, and I was like, why isn't she perform? I never put together.
Yeah.
That was the
Isn't
reason.
that interesting that they don't let you do that? That's
I said,
so
NFL,
crazy.
Why would you not? And they were like, you can't use all your goods on the other award shows until we get your goods. And I'm like, okay.
I mean,
y'all,
they could produce two separate ones, you know? It could be two totally different performances,
completely different vibes,
even with the same songs, and it's fine. But
like, they could put the contract that it's like you can't perform the same songs. Maybe that could be a thing.
But even then, because if you do want to perform your biggest hits, that's fine. It just cannot be the same show. Like, you as an artist should be responsible for putting on two separate. I shouldn't see the same thing 2 weeks in a row, but like, like if you can, and they have big enough teams, they know this, you know, far in advance. Like the Super Bowl thing obviously is announced months in advance, so that's, you know. But also, I could also see that would be pretty tiring for an artist. To have both back to back. You know, I don't know. They're artists. They do that, but
I mean, they go on tour.
They do go on tour. I was like, so they could, but
is this like a pregame for a tour? Like, I don't know, but yes. So more importantly, we are excited to see Bad Bunny at the Super Bowl.
I am.
And congrats to him. No surprise that he won Album of the Year.
I don't want to hear any English during halftime.
Oh no, not a lick. Not a lick of it.
I don't want to hear any of it. I am so excited for this, and
even if he does, I want it to be pronounced in the way that somebody in Puerto Rico would pronounce it. Like, that's, because, you know, we could be like America and they'd be like America. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah. Nothing. I just don't want any capitulation at all. I don't want any of that. Don't
I
nothing
want
to let's no
closed
no.
captioning to be fighting for its life. That's what I want.
Listen, it's just gonna be. I am very excited. You know, I am not. I don't follow Bad Bunny as much, but like I am very excited for this, for him, for all Latin artists. Like this is way past due. We should have had some non-English speaking Super Bowls. Hopefully, this does open it up because music is music. So, what better way to start a Super Bowl?
Yeah,
you know, with him. So,
yes,
to him.
I think it's gonna be amazing. Even the commercial that he did for it. Did you see that?
Yeah. It's been
so
just good. It's
so good.
It's so good. They do a great job. So he'll probably get a what do they give Golden Globes for Super Bowl performances or Emmy? Maybe an Emmy. I think they do for Super Bowl
Emmys.
Performances now.
Yeah.
So
Bad Bunny, of course, won the like best Latin urban album, but also won album of the year. Did he win album of the year? I believe so. Yes.
Yep.
And led with. Before I say thanks to God, I'm going to say Ice Out. And that just needs to be said. And I know that this man is going to do that during the Super Bowl because you know that Ice is about to be out at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So we love that. To give a few shout outs to some other folks that performed, Lady Gaga is always at the Grammys and somehow always winning awards. I'm like, did you put anything out recently? But okay, girl, good for you. She performed a rock. I mean, yes, abracadabra. The fact that wasn't it announced last year? Didn't we get the whole video during her commercial?
It's been out for a while. I think so for sure.
But
I feel that way about Billie Eilish. I was like, damn, like I love you, Billie.
Billie is one of those that always gets awards too.
Always wins.
And I say,
best songwriter.
When did you put anything else out? Yeah. What else are you doing? You and your brother. What y'all doing there?
When Billie Eilish stood up, I was like, whoa, where's this? I was like, interesting outfit, but you know, Billie is Billie and all that. And great speech as well.
Billie's outfits.
Listen, Billie's outfits are always special to me. I wish there was there probably is an Instagram page of just Billie's outfits and all that. Like, I didn't know where we were going because when she first stood up, I was like, is she like doing like a sagging thing? And then it turned into a skirt because it was like the belt's open. So anyways, get Billie the thing. Billie also consistent with saying fuck ICE and using her platform and her brother as well to be like, fuck all this going on. So I'll give that to them. And also, you know, part of this rainbow takeover of winners. So.
Right.
Shout out to Billie Eilish.
Alleged.
You know, allegedly.
So yes, allegedly. So yeah, so Lady Gaga performed rock version of Abracadabra and bagged 3 awards for Best Pop Vocal Album for her 2025 release of Mayhem and Best Dance Pop Recording for Abracadabra. Cynthia Erivo collected her 2nd Grammy for Best Pop Duo / Group Performance alongside Ariana Grande for Defying Gravity. Doechii looks so good.
So good. Mm-hmm.
So good. Matched that achievement with Cynthia with her 2nd win for Best Music Video, and the annual In Memoriam segment was one of the most well done ones of all times.
Miss Lauryn Hill.
It paid
excuse me
tribute to artists including Roberta Flack, D'Angelo, and Ozzy Osbourne. And yes, the Ozzy Osbourne side of it, great. They brought out the people, did the things. Lauryn Hill came in and said, "Thank you so much. We've got it from here."
Yeah,
went out
one of the better ones.
Heavy hitters. This is I put it up there with one of the top ones because it was great to be able to see that, and you could tell that she had a hand in the production of all of it. And so Lauren brought out Lucky Day, Leon Thomas, John Batiste, John Legend, Shaka Khan, the Fugees. Like, to see Wyclef just walking down with the guitar, it was a mix of
Sydney Hamilton was there,
D'Angelo's songs, and Roberta Flack. Yeah, so
Soulquarians, and also shout out to Bilal, because How Does It Feel?
Yep,
Bilal just like
did that.
So good, so good.
Did that.
They ended with the total praise. So Richard Smallwood nod, rest in peace to him too. It just felt good to see this assortment of Black talent like together. And when it started, it was a little too quick for me. Like, it started to get better like as it went on. And again, Bilal being the standout for me with How Does It Feel? Because I'm
truly
that's the mic is on. The mic is on.
I said
for Bilal.
Once you see Jennifer Hudson stand up and look like she's about to reach for her shoe to throw that, I said, we're in here. Okay.
I saw Cynthia
we're in here.
Tiana Taylor in the crowd also. Like, when Black people look mad at it, it's like, it's so good it pisses you off. It's like this, like
I can only imagine what it felt like in the room.
How dare you? It's just, how dare you, Bilal, come in here and just
okay.
Mic is on. Shout out to Bilal. Doesn't get the love that he deserves.
Okay.
A good show. Did you like the show overall?
Overall, yeah. I thought that it was like one of the better done shows overall, and glad there wasn't any like ridiculous surprises, and that the key things that happened needed to happen.
Pharrell, please stop talking. Please, Pharrell, please. What a run of just bad speeches. And shout out to Virginia, because the Clips won also a Grammy. Shout out to them. I didn't want them all dressed the same. I know they're all doing the Louis Vuitton thing. I didn't, they were all wearing the pink suits. Look good. I do think Pharrell should have had a different color on. Like,
Yeah, but everybody kind of pointed out the photos of everybody who showed up in their, like, bringing the Destiny's Child back. Outfits. And that was one of them. But it was unexpected for them, and I agree with you. I agree with you on that.
The producer in this, like, you're not, and again, they grew up together. This is all 757 stuff. I just think, just wear a different color. Like, it's okay. But
different shades.
A different shade, yeah. The Global Impact Award speech, like, I feel like, first off, everything aside, he is an icon. Some of the best music in the ever has come from Pharrell and Chad. He needs to pay Chad, which is a whole separate thing. However, that speech about working hard, I was just like, Pharrell's team has not learned in any of these speeches in the last couple of months, like, how to just it could have been something else inspiring. It was just like sponsored by just corporate America. Like, no, stop it. Just keep working. And I was like, okay, Pharrell, please. Somebody get Pharrell off the stage, like, and better off having a Cher moment, who she thought Luther Vandross won.
Cher. So, God damn it.
But I love Cher's moment. I saw somebody say that online, like, I miss live mishaps on award shows. So I was fine with Cher. Cher wanted to leave. She tried not to give this award out. I love Cher. Cher just
She was like, why y'all trying to get me this, like, big heavy hitter? And then she looks and she's like, oh, well, they said it was going to be on the prompter. It's not. So now y'all got me. Y'all want me to read this when I ain't got my glasses out here? That's crazy. Y'all know.
Yeah. It's weird because she like came out and then she got an award for Lifetime Achievement Award. And then it's just like, I just feel like they should separate that, or I don't know. I mean, I know the producers probably did clue her on what she was supposed to do, and Cher is just going to share, and a legend, so she could do whatever she wants. So, but I enjoyed the Cher moment in whole, like the whole thing from beginning to end. And then Luther winning for Kendrick and SZA was great. But yeah, it was good. It was a good show.
And when Kendrick walked up and had a moment with Durand, that brought me joy as well.
Yes, that was so great.
And then Durand's reaction online when it was like, Remember when that happened? And I'm like, Durand, you are posting in real time. Like, you're getting the clips and posting in real time. And I'm so impressed.
I know.
And he's like, quick, anybody else stop for me? No. And I love it. Kendrick I loved that.
A good one.
So shout out to Kendrick.
Yeah.
Yes.
Seemingly good one.
Yes.
We never know, but
seemingly
good one. You never know, but
for all times.
So,
as we're learning.
But, yeah, good show. That Cat's Eye, I text you and I was like, there's like 58 of them. I know there's like 6.
48.
They cannot, Cat's Eye, you cannot have that many backup dancers. There's already too many of y'all. And my wife said that too. She was like, which one? They got too many that they're going to have to sort out who's Beyonce here. Like, there's 6, right. I think, Cat's Eye girls, and they dance their ass off. The performance itself is good. I'm not sure about that song. But I was like getting confused who was in the group.
Because they had to. Because at any moment, they make one mistake, tap the next one in.
Yeah.
You go back.
They could swap them out. Some girls don't even have to be at the show. Like, they could have a rotation of people. And
Truly. Yeah. Be like, oh, you sprained your ankle? Cool. We're going to pull in the next one. It'll be fine. We'll check back in once you've done the rehab. Oh, you missed
got the
that?
Monday, Wednesday, Friday shows. Like, they could have fresh bodies, okay? Keep throwing bodies, so. And shout out to Cat's Eye fans. I'm sure they're great. So I have also, before we leave this, I am now an Olivia Dean fan. I'm ready to start my fandom for Olivia Dean.
Oh, good.
And I'm here.
Welcome.
Yep, I've arrived. Yep.
Welcome.
Here I am.
Like, yeah, because she did that. Like, the way that all week I've just been walking around like, come be the man I need.
I've
And I'm
just
like,
been singing that for 3 months. I hated that song.
I'm like,
until
who's my
I saw
man?
the video.
But it's like that has
Get
been a
chest
song
too.
that
It's
has been
a song.
popular on my playlist, and I've listened to her stuff, and she's so good,
Yeah.
so good. And I'm like, who's my man? I don't even know. Between her and Meg, with her like, my man, my man, my man. I'm like, who's my man? Who is he?
Somebody.
I need to know, because I'm singing to him.
Yeah. Hard.
So
that's so funny. Yeah. No. The British soul girlies have always been so good. You know, the American ones have to catch up because they are always so good. Always so good. So, all right. Well, shout out to the Grammys or the people who were won and nominated and did the things.
Indeed. All right. Well, our next category is, which has been live as of the last 24 hours. So, the latest in Trump fuckery. So, took this quote from the NAACP that just summed up all of the dumbassness that has happened. But basically, yesterday, President Trump posted a video on Truth Social that depicted President Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama as monkeys during Black History Month in the big old year of 2026. There, of course, was a lot of, well, I can't even say of course. I'm going to say, as they should have, there was a lot of bipartisan backlash. White House deleted the racist video of the Obamas. Apparently, this was a video that came out like a year ago, but found it, came back, and he posted it. And a lot of the backlash came from Republican lawmakers who reached out to the White House, who were making public statements that were like, I hope that this is fake, or this needs to go down. Like, this is not something that you can do. A lot of people were saying, I hope that this is fake. And the people went on and were like, it's not AI. It's not fake. This is what this is. The video is basically a minute of talking about how like election conspiracy theories from like 2020 for a whole minute before it cuts to the image of Barack and Michelle's heads, also like shape-shifted so that it could look more monkey-like on apes. White House press secretary, who does nothing, she does absolutely nothing, came out and said that this is from an internet meme depicting President Trump as the king of the jungle and Democrats as characters from The Lion King. Please stop the fake outrage and report on something today that actually matters to the American public. I said, ma'am, where in The Lion King did we highlight monkeys that weren't Rafiki?
So something that matters to the American public. Your president is in the Epstein files again, in thousands of the files, by the way.
Yeah. You know, somebody did did a comparison
search and find
to say that.
First off, each drop, he's in there, thousands of the files. Like,
So
I know
many
there's
times.
other celebrity names that are sprinkled in there, and they did say in
But
the
him?
drop that some of it's fake, some of it's whatever. Him? That president? Thousands of files. There are people here in all alleged, legal stuff.
Yeah.
There are people in this country that have voted for an alleged 3 times at this point.
Yep.
3 times. Okay. So spare me this, important to the American public, and even the whole, saving children, helping children. My God, y'all have lost that. We can't even let them get that off. So this American public thing is very interesting that the press secretary would say that. I don't even care to say her name. Every time I see her face, I get so annoyed. Like, it is so annoying
mad.
to see her, just her face. Okay, her face.
She's
She
like
has a
the
very
gnat
annoying face. Yeah.
that just sits right by your ear, and no matter how much you swing, it just hits the right area to hear it all the time. Also, somebody, because this is the type of research that I appreciate happens on the internet, somebody found out that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files more than Harry Potter's name is in all 7 books.
I love internet stats like that. But
Okay?
yes,
That's
of
the
course it
hard-hitting
is.
information that I
was
need to
his
know.
friend. The perpetrator said they were friends, good friends. Okay, like it's crazy. Like, I know I don't mean to make light of this, and we're not going to get into the Epstein files here or whatever, because again, millions of files released last Friday. But it is beyond disturbing that nothing has happened after the release of these files, and other countries have started to take action because of the release of those files. So I don't know where we are. Like, my wife was like, is anyone going to do anything? I'm like, girl, I don't know. It's up to white people though, because we can't, there's nothing else we could do. Like, it's like, yeah. Like, Like, this is just like this video. Like, it's not gonna, I saw it and I was like, it's more of they do all this on purpose. They do this to get us mad and angry, as we should be, but it is just exhausting. It's exhausting.
It is.
Yeah.
To have a child in the White House. All right. Our next category is Georgia Fort and Don Lemon were arrested.
These things that happened after we recorded last week. So by now, you know that Don Lemon and Minnesota-based journalist Georgia Fort were arrested by federal agents after covering a January anti-ICE protest in a St. Paul church. That particular church had an a member of ICE as a pastor. Don Lemon and Georgia Fort were there strictly doing their jobs, covering it as a journalist. They didn't take part in any of the protests. And if you also look at that protest, it was not, they made it sound like it was a riot or January 6th. Right. It's not. They were just yelling. It's not that serious.
Yep. They just came and interrupted.
And that's it. And then these two were just covering that, which is their constitutional right. But we don't seem to be having those rights anymore, right? They were charged with conspiracy and interfering with religious services, released without bail, and have both pleaded not guilty, framing this case as a clear First Amendment issue. They were trying to arrest both of them weeks right after this happened, and a federal judge said no. So the Trump administration just found somebody who said yes. And that's how this happened. This week, Don Lemon was on Jimmy Kimmel Live and described the whole ordeal. He was in LA to cover the Grammys and was roughed up by a dozen agents, like jostled him during the arrest, even though him and his lawyer, again, they knew that this was a thing, like they were trying to get him arrested. They had offered for him to surrender voluntarily. Of course, they didn't want that. So, and in Georgia Fort's case, she recorded video from inside her home showing federal agents gathering outside her door before her arrest, a moment that quickly spread online. And she has to be careful because Minnesota is the state where Representative Melissa Horton and her husband were murdered by somebody posing as law enforcement. So you just can't open it for everybody. So she did record and send that video out. As of today, again, both journalists remain free as the case moves forward, with Lemon assigned a new federal court date and both continuing to speak out about press freedom. So, and a clear attack on journalism. I mean, that's been happening, but certainly Black journalism and journalists. It doesn't go without notice that they were two Black journalists that were arrested.
Yeah, and this was and on purpose.
That's where we are.
Very much a purposeful target of picking them and the situation that they were covering. This is a fear tactic. Yeah. Like, this is the beginning of a lot of the things that Stacey Abrams talked about when it talks into moving into the type of government that Donald Trump is working to make happen. So stay up, stay aware, pay attention, keep fighting back.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we will end on the lightest of notes. Unrivaled is having their 1v1 tournament next week. I will be there, which is one of the reasons why you all are getting a longer episode.
Reporting live.
I'm going to be there. I'm going to be hanging out, coming to the games. I'm going to go to the game on Monday, and then I'm going to go to the 1v1 tournament on Wednesday, and I would love excited. One
video for our Patreon folks of you as whatever you want to do for it. We would like to see you on Patreon.
Live and on the floor. Okay.
Yeah. Something. Photo. Give us something.
All right. I got you. All right. I'll get some content for y'all. Okay. Yeah.
We just one. I don't want to set you up. It's Miami. This might be.
I got my little stand next to me.
Just set up and all that. Yeah. Yeah.
Just sit there. I purposely did get my seats behind where Lisa Leslie and what's his face do their talks. I don't know if I got it where I'm in the window of it, but I'm gonna be in there, and I'm determined to get a photo with Lisa Leslie because last year children got in my way and I couldn't get a photo with Lisa Leslie. I got a photo of Lisa Leslie, and you could see how close I was standing to her.
Children got in my way. It's funny. I know you were pissed. You were like, none of y'all were born when she was
playing. Okay, I was so pissed off. I was like, these little, if they don't get out of my way. And so right when I was like, Lisa, okay, bye. Okay, bye. I did get a photo with one of my favorite media reporters, though. I got it with Roz, and I was very happy about it. Because she also walked past me a million times because of where we were sitting.
It's Bay Area right there. Ooh, remember when she covered the Warriors? Hasn't been the same since. Sideline reporting.
Truly.
Not fun.
Truly. So she was there, and I got a photo with her, and I was very grateful. And then she stayed and chatted and all the things. It was wonderful.
That turned out
well. Shout out to you, Roz. Shout out to you, girl. Thank you so much.
Talk about landing the plane.
Okay.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
At a private airport.
Lisa, girl, I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
So for the 1v1 tournament, this is a cash prize. They get to win like an extra $200K. And then their teammates get to win money as well. So like if Kris and I were on the same team and Kris made it to the finals and Kris won, I would get money.
Oh, that's cool.
That's on democracy right there. And so it's a great, it's a great tournament. Truly. And it's very fun. It's very fun to watch. So the first round of pod play, it's pod play. So they're all broken up into 4 pods. They're like position based pods so that, you know, you're not having point guard playing against a big or anything like that. So in pod A, you have Courtney Williams, Jordan Canada, Kelsey Mitchell, Kelsey Plum, Natisha Heidemann, Rachel Bannum, Skylar Diggins, and Veronica Burton. In pod B, you have Arike Ogunbowale, Brittany Sykes, Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young, Kate Martin, Natasha Cloud, Paige Beckers, and Tiffany Hayes. Pod C, Alicia Gray, Kalia Copper, Marina Mabry, Ray Burrell, Ryan Howard, Rakia Jackson, Sanaya Rivers, and Sanaya Citron. Think if Sanaya and Marina have to play against each other.
Wow. That's what, if the Unrivaled scriptwriters do it right, they should. And shout out to Mabry had the highest, just 47 points, the highest, right? Yeah, went off.
For the Philadelphia games? Okay, y'all, I can give you high level 47 Philly stats, but
yeah, shout out to Philly with that. That was their first on the road Unrivaled stop, right? And they showed out.
They showed the Sixers what their arena looks like full, because it's never been that full before. That was a sold out crowd.
Shot to our 76er fans. It's like one fan that's like, hey, it's been full once.
I was like, were you alive when it was? I just need to know.
You were like, Allen Iverson era doesn't count. So,
okay.
Yeah.
There we go. And then the final pod, Aaliyah Edwards, Aaliyah Boston, Alyssa Thomas, Lee Rue, Brianna Stewart, De'Erica Hamby, Dominique Malunga, and Shakira Austin. So here's the thing. With these 1v1 tournaments, I'm so mad because I forgot to go in and vote. You, as a collective, the audience, ranks them 1 through 8 in each pod, and that decides who faces off in the one-on-one. So if you did it correctly, we technically are the ones who are writing the script, because the way that I would love to see Marina and Sanaya go against each other, I would also love to see Marina and Rakia, because that's 2 possible crash outs that can go to town. I know that Courtney did not want to be in the same pod as Kelsey Mitchell, and she is. And she announced that on a live stream that her and Stud Buds were doing. And I hope that the voting was still open when that happened, so that people could make it so that she could play against Kelsey Mitchell. That was the number one thing she was like, it was one of those truly Black conversations where you're like, man, I would be so mad if she's in my thing. She's fast as anything, bro. I'm not trying to guard her. Like, that was the whole conversation. So if that were to happen, I'm going to be overjoyed. Or if Courtney and Natisha have to play each other, Stud Bud against Stud Bud, that's the other one I would love to see. Everybody is clowning Rachel in this area, and I just...
Who you got? It's early.
That's all I got.
Who do you got?
For winning the whole thing?
The whole thing.
The whole thing.
So many things that can happen. 1v1 is hard to pick, but do you have anybody
1v1 is hard.
To pick 2 that you think.
Okay.
You're 1
I think
you're 2.
I think Kelsey Plum could win.
Okay.
And I think Alicia Gray could win with a bonus shout out to Paige.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna give it to.
That's not
That's
bad.
what I'm gonna give it to. Because I know Aaliyah Edwards made it against Nafisa and lost against her. And so I was like, go ahead, Aaliyah, for doing that. But she was hurt recently. So that's the only reason I'm not voting for her is because she was hurt. And I don't know if she's actually gonna like fully play in this or not. I would assume. I don't know how bad her injury is. So
Like,
hoping
how
that
bad it is, because might hoop for that money. Listen, it's a
yeah.
little extra incentive. I might put some icy hot on it and all that.
Right. Like just take me up and then I'm good to go.
Yeah, just take me up. Yeah. All the KT tape.
So that's what's happening.
Stuff.
That's what's happening.
It's exciting. And 1v1 is
Wednesday.
Next weekend or Wednesday? You
starts Wednesday.
Wednesday. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it'll be Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, I believe.
Wednesday, Friday, Sunday.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. All right. Well, that was it for our category is. As we mentioned, we do not have a Am I a Bag? We don't have a Am I a Bag Queer segment this week because we're fast and furious, but you can always send your questions to us at bagqueers.com. Hit us up on IG at bagqueerspod or email us at bagqueers@bagqueers.com.
But what type of backwards would we be if we didn't have unpopular queer opinions? We will never skip this segment. This is our favorite.
You're like, what?
So, what?
Type. Have a pause there. What type of backwards would we be?
Type of backwards would we be? The people know. The people know.
They
I know
know.
that somebody said this along with me, and I appreciate you for saying it with me.
It was a 76ers fan, but they feel a little differently now about copying you. They're like, I don't know how I should feel with this. They might have paused.
Was I wrong
but
though? Was I wrong? And you can't find
that
it.
they hadn't been sold out? Might have been sold out.
They said that was the first sold
Is
out.
it? Okay.
That was the largest. They said that was the largest audience that has been in that arena ever. So
okay. All right. That's
I'm just going off the stats that they
yeah,
give
they
me.
did
It's not
have
like
it.
I
Yeah,
stood there
listen,
and counted.
hey, you got it. You got it. Listen,
I'm going
either way.
I check my sources.
You're like,
So if you got a
my
problem
guy
with
told
it,
me-
go check the sources.
My source told me. My source on
Okay.
the ground. All right.
The person who reported the game. Yeah, ticket sales. Got it. So my bad queer opinion. I just put this together because my friend was talking about how this white woman had come up and touched her hair and how the white woman was offended that she told her not to touch her hair. And then I was like, what's the queer equivalent to that? Yeah, still. So I was thinking about what the queer equivalent to that was, and I think I found it. So my bad queer opinion is the equivalent of white women being offended by black women telling them not to touch their hair is when queer women tell their straight friends that they wouldn't date them. Like the offense that people feel when they're like, oh, well, you're gay, like, but I'm not going to date you. And it's like, it's fine. I wouldn't date you anyway. The offense that they feel after you say that statement feels equivalent. It feels like the same. Like they're so offended that like you wouldn't date them. And I'm putting those in a similar category, but also just a reminder for all of our straight friends and people that we have our own interests. We don't have to be in love with every person that we see, and you are 9 times out of 10 not going to be that.
Not.
So leave us alone. Leave us alone. But that is the equivalent that I am putting out to the world.
Love it.
See what people think. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna marinate on that. I could see that. Yeah, they do get offended. Like,
They get so upset. They come out and
do
be
get
like,
upset.
why wouldn't you date me though? And especially if you get a couple drinks in
like,
them.
why would I?
And then they're like, why wouldn't you want to date me though? And I'm
Yeah.
like, you just got offended. Like you were over here just being like, well, don't hit on me just because you're gay. And you're like, yeah, I wouldn't. And now you're
One of my
upset?
best friends
Get out
used
of
to
my
kind of
face.
do that, but she didn't get mad though. It was kind of a joke when we were in college. She was like, "If I don't get laid tonight, then we're going home together." And I was like, "No, we're not. I mean, we are, but not together." Like
You're like, but only because we're roommates.
but she'd be like, "Okay, all right, we'll see what happens tonight." I was like, "I know what's gonna happen tonight. It's not that." So yeah. Shout out to Bianca.
Hey, Bianca.
but shout out to Bianca for that. Yeah. She always found somebody, to be fair. So she had quite a period. I'm proud of her
Good on
during
her.
that
Maybe
period of time.
maybe that was her good luck statement. Like she had to say
It
that.
seemed like it was. It became a joke
You know?
though, because it didn't. She usually, came back with somebody. So shout out to my friend. Shout out to Exploration in college. All right. Well, my bad queer opinion is more of a community note. MAGA Minaj is going to continue to be a thing. We see what's happening here, popping up here and there, giving her opinion about things. I saw her give her opinion about trans kids and trans people to her well thought out, ill-informed opinions, because she is really, really digging in. Like they got her on a circuit. Okay. The answer to any Nicki Minaj question, any coverage, is to play Billy Porter's clip about Nicki Minaj. Fuck her. And that's just it. Like, we do not have, they can have her over there. She could trend. She could have articles on Fox News, but we made her as a community and we can break her as a community. We do not need to discuss Nicki Minaj. The antics are going to get bigger, and fuck her. Like, that is the answer to everything. I don't want to hear anything about Nicki Minaj anymore. Like, I could care less. We know what she's doing. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about it in 5 to 10 years where she has a change of heart either. I don't want to hear it. Same with Kanye. Like, I don't want to hear it. Oh, she needed, no, fuck her. And that's for life. So I don't I know engagement, likes, all those things are big. God knows that it's an industry, but some coverage and some people don't need to be covered. And Nicki Minaj is one of them. So
that's facts.
Yeah. Shout out to Billy Porter with always giving us, at least annually Billy Porter gives us a clip. I know he's not always right about things, but Billy gives us a clip.
We're still thinking about him kissing Joe Biden's hand. We're still thinking about that, but at the same time, it's like more. But the more that the years continue, the more I'm like, I understand.
Wait a minute. Should we forgive Billy Porter for kissing the hand because of this Nicki Minaj clip? Because that is really such a feeling, and that's really on all of them, all the conservatives and all. Like, fuck them, okay? Like, when I saw that clip, I physically felt close to Billy. Like, that felt so spiritually, like I felt so aligned. But maybe that undoes a little bit of the Biden hand kiss. But either way, thanks, Billy, for always supplying us with something. Something we don't need, something we need. Billy supplies.
Billy is there.
Okay. Billy is there.
Billy is there. But each year that we move away from that kiss, the more I'm like, maybe you were onto something. Maybe you were.
Biden has his faults, but he did get a lot of things done, and things weren't as crazy. And even looking back, you know how they always get him on you put Kamala in this position because she's black, or Ketanji Brown Jackson. Thank God he fucking did, because we would have never got there now with how y'all are acting. Like, it's actually aging very well that he's like, no, I'm going to do this because they're black women, because we deserve that. And again, the way this country's going, the way history's going, the way they're erasing our history, thank God we have at least one person that they can't take Ketanji Brown Jackson for now off anything. So I'm glad he put them in those places. I will give him that. I wouldn't kiss his hand, but
But it's, the more we leave,
Billy felt so moved. And Billy's old. That's an older generation. They move different. Like, we would never, but
Yeah. All right. Well, what a way to wrap up the show. We would never leave you without giving shout outs to our faves. Just don't kiss
a blanket thing. Just don't kiss any hands.
Just don't kiss any hands. Don't kiss the hands. So my shout out goes to a series that I just discovered, the Settle Down series. Queer love expert, matchmaker, hot mess Mason can fix any heart except his own. This is a Toronto-based comedy series about relationship expert and podcast host Mason, who discovers his husband Jarod feels lonely in their marriage, forcing him to balance his professional advice with his own relationship struggles. The way that I found it was because haven't watched it yet, but I think he has a lesbian best friend in there. And her one-liners are impeccable, and it's a very realistic relationship between her and the other girl that she's with and stuff. So you can watch it on Prime and YouTube TV. Follow and support at @settledown_series on IG.
Gotta check that out.
I'm so excited.
My shout out is to Don Lemon and Georgia Fort. Y'all just make sure you support Don and Georgia on all their platforms. You can follow Don on IG at Don Lemon Official. Georgia is there at by Georgia Fort. And this will have everything, a list of everywhere you can follow them. Make sure y'all support them. They're independent journalists. We need them more than ever. They need all of the support and love. So make sure y'all follow them.
Right. Well, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Like we said, next week is going to be a long episode with our favorite
Good one,
play cousins, The Strap Down, where we give you a full review of the movie Hedda. So tell your friends, tune in, subscribe to us on YouTube, and we'll see you next week.
Take care.
I'm sorry that I'm